We kept playing and we followed our PG, so shout out to C for putting us.
C, 29 and 10. Hell of a job for finding every.
All right, folks, great to have you tuning in again. So here's what's going down. After carrying the entire team on her back, the MVP and absolute legend Caitlin Clark is finally getting the recognition she truly earned. And this time it's coming straight from Kelsey Mitchell and Stephanie White themselves. Make no mistake, Caitlin was the true difference maker because she completely bailed them out in this matchup. And even Kelsey Mitchell couldn't help but admit it, while Stephanie White found herself practically cornered into acknowledging it too, even though you could tell she really didn't wanna. We caught Kelsey Mitchell on her way back to the locker room, sharing her honest, in-the-moment reaction to Caitlin Clark's incredible performance. And from there we move into the locker room footage before cutting to Stephanie White addressing everyone at the podium. And honestly, there's so much to break down here because the takeaway couldn't be more obvious. When Indiana desperately needed a hero to step up, Caitlin Clark answered the call. And that's exactly the story both Kelsey Mitchell and Stephanie White are now being forced to tell.
I think that we kept playing, and that was tough. I didn't have my greatest night, so I kept playing. I think we kept playing and we followed our PG, so shout out to C for putting us in the right position.
All right, let's get into it. Kelsey Mitchell wasted no time making it absolutely clear who deserved the credit for putting Indiana in position to win, saying, "We followed RPG. Shout out to C for putting us in the right position." And Caitlin Clark fired right back with, "You're welcome. You're welcome, y'all," because she was out there giving everything she had to help this team come out on top. Kelsey Mitchell, on the other hand, had a genuinely tough night and openly admitted she wasn't playing her best. But Caitlin Clark stepped up exactly when it mattered most, helping Kelsey keep her 20-point streak alive, while even sacrificing some of her own scoring opportunities along the way, because that's just who she is. A true team player through and through, and that's precisely what makes this moment so significant. Essentially, Kelsey Mitchell is saying, "Thank you, C. I didn't bring my A game tonight, but you still put us in position to win." And now the real question left standing is simple. What does Stephanie White have to say, and will she actually rise to meet that same damn standard?
Good job. Wait, what are we doing? Good job. And the report. Really good win. We kind of had to slug through some tar a little bit early to find ourselves in the second, but in the second half, we shot 66% from the floor, 56 from the three-point line, and 6 for 6 from the free throw line. C, 29 and 10. Hell of a job for finding everybody. Ty, a plus. That's big time. AB, a plus 14, 16 and 10. Good stuff. It was a struggle, and sometimes it's like that. It was probably an off night for us, and we found a way to win. Much better job of taking care of the ball, only 9 turnovers. Okay, all that matters. Every game moving forward, in terms of where we're trying to climb, not just getting into the playoffs, but home court in the playoffs. It is a possession game. Okay, that's taking care of the ball, that's keeping them off the glass, right? That's keeping them off the free throw line, winning those margins. We can do that night in and night out. And on an off night, to be able to do what you did in the fourth quarter, just great work. Great work. Here we go.
Honestly, I'd say a solid 90% of that entire performance came directly from Caitlin Clark. Let's just get right into it. Because here she is putting up 29 and 10, doing a hell of a job getting everybody involved. That said, I'll be real with you. I wanted way more enthusiasm shown after Caitlin Clark completely bailed the team out. I wanted more energy after she saved the day. And it just feels like there's more excitement reserved for other players. So let's keep moving forward. Then we get the applause and the cheering, with Ty Harris getting a shout out for that plus 20, and sure, that's fine. But no, Caitlin Clark was the one single-handedly keeping Indiana alive out there, closing the game with 29 points and 10 assists, setting everybody up and making the plays that actually mattered. Caitlin Clark bailed this whole team out. This girl was getting hounded by Paige Buchers all night and still had to hold Indiana together on her own. And I'm just saying, after a performance like that, I need to see way more energy. Now let's take a look at what Stephanie White actually said at the podium.
Made the first 8 shots from 2 out of drives. They had some difficulty guarding Kate. Was that scout? Was that her reading things?
I think it's in her reading things. She's not
Pressing, she's taking what the defense gives her. I mean, it was the same thing earlier in the year. She was getting a lot of layups because of the way they were playing her. You know, it's an easy way for her to get going. I think she struggled from three early, so then she found it in the mid-range. You know, I think the easier shots she can get early, the more it opens up for her three-point shot late, and I just think she played and took what they gave her.
Steph, when it comes to Caitlin, she does that every night that it's probably normal for her, but maybe it's not normal for the rest of the league, the history of the league. How much do you just appreciate the way she goes about playing the game and finding ways to just make it happen?
Yeah, I mean, there's sometimes that you just catch yourself smiling, right? Like there was a three right in front of me, and it's like you could tell the rhythm was there, the timing was there, the flow was there, and it just went straight through the bottom of the net. You know, she keeps people on their toes. She has a really good sense of understanding, particularly with Kelsey and AB, where they're going to be and when they're going to release and how to get them the ball. You know, and that keeps teams honest. But you know, she's like a maestro. I mean, the way that she really runs our offense. I think when we're at our best, she is instructing. She is running it. You know, much like a show. And it's tough it's tough to match up with us when she's commanding the floor like that.
In that fourth, you had Ty, Caitlin, and Kelsey up there to close the game. What do you like from that kind of three-guard group to close the game?
I liked our ability to space the floor. You know, Ty was shooting the ball really well, and you know there were moments where I thought about coming back with Sophie. I thought about getting Kelsey out because Kelsey hadn't had a blow. It's typically her time to get a blow. But I thought they were really playing well together. You know, C gives us a bigger guard to be able to guard, you know, a bigger wing. I like that matchup. You know, I thought Kelsey was doing a really good job on Paige, just making her uncomfortable. I mean, look, Paige is a hell of a player, so she still gets 29. But I thought in the fourth quarter in particular, Kelsey did a really good job of making it difficult. And you know, it's floor spacers, shot makers, and they were all doing that tonight.
You saw the non-characteristic kind of 39% in the first half.
Yeah.
Did you mention anything to them about this is what we got to do to come out in the third?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about, you know, hey, look, we're going to find our shot. What we wanted was to get more ball reversals, to get more attacks in the paint. I thought we were taking early shots, long shots that we were settling for. And, you know, when we get the ball in a paint touch or a ball reversal, our shot quality goes up. So I felt like our shot quality wasn't great in the first half. And I thought we did that. You know, we got some paint touches, we got some attacks, we got some sprays. I thought, you know, KK, we were able to hit her on a couple of cuts, and then she kicked it out for three-point shots. I know one in particular, she found Sophie. She found Kelsey a little bit. So I thought our ability to spread the floor and get the ball moving.
Yeah, honestly, there are moments where you just can't help but catch yourself smiling. Like there was a three going up right in front of her, and you could just tell the rhythm was locked in. The timing was perfect. The flow was completely there, and it dropped straight through the bottom of the net. She really has this way of keeping defenders on their toes, and she's developed such a sharp understanding, especially with Kelsey and AB, of exactly where they're going to be when they're going to release and how to deliver them the ball at the right moment. And that's the kind of thing that keeps opposing teams honest, truly keeps them honest. But really, she's like a maestro out there, the way she genuinely conducts our entire offense. I think when we're playing our best, she's the one instructing, she's the one running the whole show, almost like a director behind the scenes. And it becomes incredibly tough for opponents to match up with us when she's commanding the floor like that. So what else came up? Stephanie White went on to say, honestly, I feel like it should be even more recognized. If this were Kelsey Mitchell, you probably would have had an MVP shirt made by now. And now here we are hearing Stephanie White finally admit that when the team is at its best, it's because she's running it, controlling it. And I'm sitting here thinking, we've been saying this for 2 damn years, Stephanie White. Pardon my language, but seriously, we've been telling you to leave that Connecticut sun. A fence back in Connecticut and just run the Caitlin Clark show. Please, don't even tell me it took this long to finally realize that Indiana plays their best basketball when Caitlin Clark has the ball in her hands, running the entire show. Meanwhile, Stephanie White was out here trying to shift Caitlin Clark off the ball, attempting to play her at small forward just so Ari McDonald could take over point guard duties last year. And we were saying the exact same thing back then. We also told you that Indiana never needed to go get Raven Johnson because the Fever already had one of the best point guards in the entire league sitting right there in Caitlin Clark. And remember when Lynn Dunn was out here calling people complainers just because we pointed out the team should have drafted a big man instead? We were saying all of this the whole time. We kept repeating it over and over again. So Stephanie White, I do appreciate you finally giving Caitlin Clark some real credit. But honestly, I still don't feel like there's enough enthusiasm behind it. There's just not enough energy there. Caitlin Clark just dropped 29 points and 10 assists, got everybody involved, and single-handedly kept this team afloat. And after everything she pulled off, I genuinely expected way more energy in return, and honestly, the fact that it took Stephanie White this long to finally see it is both mind-boggling and pretty embarrassing. The Fever are simply a better team when they run the Caitlin Clark system. And if you actually sit down and watch these games, it's painfully obvious the ball needs to stay in Caitlin Clark's hands. Aaliyah Boston shouldn't be functioning as the offensive hub or bringing the ball up the floor, and honestly, I don't even think she brought the ball up once the entire game. And that's exactly how it should be. So tell me, what's your take on all this? Drop your thoughts down in the comments, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.